Hello, friends. So, you're working on a slide and you realize that the text is not looking very good at all. It's hard to read, it doesn't match the background, and you're trying to figure out what can you do to fix that. Well, this is what I'm going to show you today. We're on slide 27, so we definitely want to mark that. And on every slide that you're working on, you should be able to have a template. And we want to match this fonts. We want to have the format in the top right or top left corner, wherever it's most visible. So this slide is here. We have John 3:16 just as an example. And so what you want to do is, this is a template for you to use. Anytime that you're creating a new slide, use the template. Don't start from scratch. Don't reinvent the wheel. You will save so much time if you use a template that's provided. So the way you do that is you go over here and you can either duplicate it and you can drag and drop it over to slide 28, or I'll show you another way. Or you can take this template, you can right click, go to copy, and then scroll down to slide 27, right click, and then hit paste. Either way, they both do the same thing. So the idea is we have the template, and all we need to do is change the background photo, change the text and the speaker notes, and voila, you're done. There's not much to do. So all we have to do is, let's do one thing at a time. We're going to change the background photo. So I delete that, select it, hit the delete key. I'm going to take this GIF, it's animated background photo. I'm going to select it, hit Control X. I'm going to hit Control V. And now we have this this GIF on here. But did you see how that removed, it covered up the text in the background? I don't want it to remove the text. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and you right click it and you go to order. If you send it backwards, it's gonna pop one thing over it. But if you right click and you send it to back, it's gonna go all the way back behind all these different layers of text if you have other things to show. So you found how simple that was. The text is here, but it's kind of hard to read right here. I'm gonna move it over on this side. It might change because we have this that we're going to spell out entirely. So we're going to copy this. We're going to go over here. We're going to hit Control A to select everything. And if I just hit Control V, see how it changed all the font and defeated the purpose essentially of what I'm trying to accomplish? That did not do what we tried to do. So I'm going to hit Control Z to undo that. I want it to look like that. So how do we do that? Hit Control A to select everything. Control Shift V will paste it as a plain text. See how it kept all of its formatting? Or another way you can do that is right click and you go to paste without formatting. If you ever forget the hotkey, then it's right next to it. Paste without formatting will not change it. And you always want to fully spell it out, because not everybody who's watching knows what 1 Corinthians says. If this is a long one, then feel free to put it onto 2 lines to save you some space and help it to fit. It shouldn't be a problem. So we want to put that up just like so, and it should be mission accomplished. You never want to put it down at the bottom, down here, because it's harder for people to look at. This is the no text zone. You only always want text on the top left, top right, and the center. You do not want to put text on the bottom. People can't read that when you're in an audience. You want people standing up in the background trying to look at something. It's just a bad practice in general. So top left or top right. Here it looks like the top left works. And this gives you the text so you have an idea of what you're doing. So Then you can take this and this is a speaker notes that goes along with the verse. What we're going to do is we're going to hit Control All. We're going to select everything, hit Control X for cuts. I'm going to replace all this speaker notes. Control A to select everything, Control V to paste. And there we have effectually created this this slide, keeping the format and using the template. This is no longer needed. We could just delete this entire slide by right-clicking and hitting delete. You're good to go. That is how you format a slide when the text is too difficult to read.